fucking generator.
You get that mark.
Plug them in.
Get that mark.
This is Mark chapter 8, verse 35. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel, the same shall save it.
Yeah, more ultimately, giving up our life, for, how it's shot, man, for this ministry. You see, because us preaching this ministry, we're deemed terrorists and we're pretty much, demonized in the face of all the world. So, we're pretty much walking targets, man. But it's for this truth's sake. You see, so, Lord willing, with the elect will be blessed for that. But these people in the world are ultimately trying to save the life that they have, and they'll do anything, like Brothers mentioned, taking the Karaka, man. All right, and bowing down. And a lot of people are going to bow down, man. You go to the article? Yeah, you can go to that.
Okay, Khan, this is an article that was posted on naturalnews.com, and the title is the 10 biggest threats to your food security in 2023. It says, hint, prepare for a grocery police state with guards, rationing, and riots.
Yep, and that's ultimately, if we want to grab that second Ezra 15, and I believe verse 19, because there's going to be a lot of riots, man. You see, because we already know the food shortages are coming because of the past things that have been happening the past 2 years, man. Everything has just been like another domino falling into basically things getting worse. And we're at the time now where that last domino is about to collapse, and you people are no way, shape, or form ready for it.
Hey, and we got a small example with the whole Juicy Juice situation, because what happened with that, man? You had the lack of toilet paper, and people were beating the hell out of each other for toilet paper, man. So imagine something you wipe your ass with, man. You can use anything for that, right? So imagine food, man. That's why I said, they're gonna have to post up guards, man, armed guards, because they gonna go in there. They might have certain, a certain plan on how they're gonna, take food and things, man.
Damn.
Got it? Oh, I was going to the same thing. You got that second Ezra? I'm going to second Ezra 6 and 22.
I got the 15 before that one.
Yeah, you can hold that and you can grab that second.
All right. So we'll go. This is second Ezra 6 and 22, and this is exactly what's about to happen. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. Those are all your Walmarts, your Trader Joe's, all your grocery stores, all your stores basically. And it says second Ezra 6 and 22, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. So that time it's going to be bad. But let me go a little further with this. Let me see.
Yeah, because the Lord's also plaguing the fields, the actual fields, man. Where shit ain't growing. Or all those storms that came that hit like 2-3 years ago, remember? Where they fucked up the whole
the Rachel,
the grain or whatever it's called, right? The breadbasket of America, basically, where it's been hit for multiple years with storms, hurricanes, floods, and right now that great cold, bro. So, it is creating it's basically perfecting that situation, man. Too. So it's gonna be real bad. You got it.
And it's going a little further with this second Ezra chapter 6, and we're going to jump down to 24. And listen to what's going to happen in this time when there ain't no grocery stores and all the stuff's going chaotic. At this time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and it's Salakia, because I marked it out. And still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Letting you know right then and there what's gonna take place. People are gonna be fighting. So it's gonna be straight out anarchy out here.
You might want to fucking turn on your faucet, man. There ain't no water coming out.
Yeah, it's gonna go. That's it.
What was that movie with Denzel Washington? I forget what it was called. The Book of Eli.
Book of Eli. Yeah.
Yeah, it's turning that water and nothing came out, man.
And so when I hear that precept, I think about friends fighting against one another, right? So you think about these small little towns and stuff like that where they know everybody, right? They know all their business, right? They know, oh, this guy has a bunker, he's got all the food, he's a doomsday prepper, oh, he's got all this. And well, guess what, man? And them people gonna know you, and they gonna know when you're not gonna be home, when you're gonna be paying attention. They gonna come and get your ass and all your shit, man.
There you go. And that's what that article goes into. That's ultimately gonna happen once they start rationing food. Right, there's gonna be people waiting outside, for you to bring your groceries out, man.
They're already doing that.
You see, you're gonna have to have security just to walk around, but we got our security as the angels, man. We're gonna go in there and come out smooth criminal. And we might even moonwalk out of the store.
I don't know your brother. There was a video a few years back that went into 30 days of lawlessness, something to that effect. It was an article that was shared among the brethren, man. It was basically breaking down how society collapses after so many days, man, and they basically used the family as an example of what they went through during that period of time, man. You know, your brothers remember that? Exactly. You know, and basically the daughter was sold to sex trafficking and shit like that, man. And that's what's coming to the earth, man. Decisions like that, hey, certain families are gonna go through shit like that, bro. You know, some of your relatives might go through that, man. Where you hear, oh, you know, they took so and so, you know, we haven't seen her in so many days. Things of that nature are gonna start happening, man. You know, because once society breaks down, once you don't have 911, once you don't have the ability to go to the supermarket and eat, or, you know, going to the supermarket and risk your life, man. Those are the times that are coming to the earth, man, where you're gonna, every fucking decision is gonna be a life or death situation. You know, and that's what people do not understand. What's coming here to America, Babylon the Great, man. You know,
it's like brothers say, desperate times lead to
desperate measures.
Desperate measures.
Well, I got
you want me to go back in this?
We holding?
This is the second Ezra 15.
If you can hold that, because we're gonna be a little bit more.
So go ahead.
I'll try to read it fast. This is back in the article.
Yeah, that's a cold article.
Yeah, going into the article, it says today's analysis covers threats to food security in 2023 and beyond, beginning with the new obvious fact that food inflation continues to worsen almost everywhere. Says this readily observable fact is now so self-evident that no one needs to be convinced of the reality of rising food prices. And that's what the brother was talking about when he first came in, man. Like, everybody can see it now, but we were called crazy when we were bringing this out years ago.
And there's a key word to it, bro, that it's a global event. You know, it ain't gonna be singular to any country, man. It's gonna happen and affect everybody, man, because this is what these devils are trying to do. They're trying to conquer the whole earth, you know, and make everybody a perpetual slave.
That's right.
You know? If I may say, that's why the scriptures tell you the Lord is going to come to punish the world for its iniquity.
Yep.
So, you know, so the whole world is going to get punished. The whole world is, you know, the scriptures say that our temptation it's for the whole world.
Right.
Hey, can I get this piece of real quick just to This is Revelation 12:12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And in that article, you're going to read certain key points to his wrath, man, that he's going to unleash on the earth.
That's right. It says, read knowing, it says, yet few people have honestly considered where it leads in terms of global famine, civil unrest, revolutions, and more. It says in 2023.
Hey, that sounds like 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter to me, bro. You know, read them one more time if you can.
It says, yet few people have honestly considered where it leads in terms of global famine, civil unrest.
Hey, those are uppers of the people right there, bro.
So
96.
If I could say, basically what it's saying is, you know, it's beyond evident how you could see the prices and stuff raised, so everybody sees it, but they're not thinking about point B, man. What's it going to lead to? All that civil unrest, man. Jacob's trouble.
That's it. That's it. And renewing, it says in 2023 and for years to come, we are about to see some of the disturbing signs of food scarcity and panic among populations as well as food retailers. Now here are a few points. It says, armed guards at food retailers defending against sharp increases in organized retail theft of meat products. It says access restrictions.
And if I may say something, bro, we call that out in the spirit. You know, brothers were talking once about what's going on with these like flash mob type scenarios where they will go into the store and basically empty that fucking store out, man. Well, here you go. This is why all that was happening, man. They're all psyops, bro. You know, it's a psyop. Everything, like the Apostle Tahar said once, it's all a psyop, man. Everything that's happening in society that we be like, well, why is that happening? Hey, you best believe that's going to be used to either demonize someone or push some type of law, unrighteous decree, man. Because Esau got to do it that way, you know?
Right. Yeah, because it ain't going to be designer clothes and bags and shoes this time, man. It's going to be for food, for survival, man.
Hey, every prophecies on revealing everything, man. You see, because now as we're approaching this time, we're starting to see who the war in heaven is going to be between, man. Here it is. I remember watching that movie. It was like an end of the world movie. And you had the dude built a laser to try to shoot who was supposed to be Yahushua down. He's supposed to play Satan, right? And now as time's going on, you're starting to see who this war is between, man. Esau and Yahweh Shai, man. Instead of a space force, put all these details and gimmicks together so he could try to conquer the world and make us all a slave, like the brother was saying, man. This is gonna tell you. He's gonna. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No, you got it.
It's gonna say a biometric ID. We all got an ID, man. Now you're gonna be locked into Esau's system, man. He's gonna own you. They might even present, oh man, we could tell your health. We could do this. Bro.
We here, It says access restrictions. It says and biometric ID requirements. It says on who is allowed to enter grocery stores and purchase food items. Man, this is screaming Revelations 13, man.
Oh yeah.
It says,
hey, cause think about it, bro. They might put the troops, and then they'll use it as a way. Oh well, you guys don't want troops on the stores. You know, y'all need to take this shit. And this is gonna create a safe society for everybody. Hey, fucking Esau's gonna use every means of deception to trick you people into taking this shit, man. You know. So hey, he's gonna use safety. He's gonna use you know, never have to worry about identity theft, things of that nature, man, to push this new technology. Convenience being one of the major key points of the thing he's doing right now, man. Just like he did with fast food, right? He did away with the mom and pop type diners, you know, and he created fast food because he made it more convenient for people to get something, man. That's what Esau does.
Also, too, also goes into the point where it going to Revelation when it talks about Esau will be calling, basically it'll be miracles, because he's going to use that too. It's, oh well, it'll be able to do this, it'll be able to do this and that with Elon Musk, because that he ain't written out neither about that Neuralink and all the things that's coming along with that, which goes back into that Revelation 13, 16, and 17. So all these things are about to definitely come down fast through the pipeline.
Yeah, just to add to that. The brother made a beautiful point, man. You know, like, hey, Jake ain't even paying attention about B, right? From A to B, he ain't paying attention, right? This is 2 Esdras 7:16. Why hast thou not considered in thy mind the thing that is to come, rather than that which is present? Again, going back into Matthew's the 24th chapter, that you know, flood-like mentality that the people are in, man. You know what I mean? Again, they see those prices going up, right? They see gas prices going up. They see that they're having to make major decisions at the pump, but they're thinking about back in 2008 when everything ultimately came back down, right, and everything was smooth, right? Well, guess what, man? As we read in the beginning, man, the end of all things is at hand.
Right.
You people aren't paying attention to what's ultimately going to come back and bite you in the ass, man. You know.
That's why the Lord, you know, commanded us to watch and pray, man. You see, to watch for these different things, like it says, be occupied in prophecies, man. Occupied means go to keep busy, man. Keep busy watching what's going on, because a lot of things are happening, especially now, and more things are just going to continue to happen because the Lord's speeding up the time, man. Right. So you can keep going on.
God, we're going into the art, and that's how we measure the times. We measure the times through the prophecies that we see. When you have somebody that's very, very heavy in the spirit, like Elder Apostle Tahar, deemed the year that Lord will that all the prophecies come to pass, man. That's because he used discernment on everything that's going on in the world, man, to come to that through the spirit, that conclusion, man, that Lord will, this is the year that all prophecies come to pass, man. Why? Because he's been measuring, he's been watching, and he's been measuring the times. And through measuring the times, then he comes to the conclusion like, hey, if I look out in the world and see everything that's going on and how they got this beast system set up, man, hey, Lord will, man, this could be the year that everything pops. See? So going back into the article, it says food rationing limits enforced by digital currency protocols that closely monitor your food purchases and cut you off when you've reached your government enforced limit.
Hey, that goes back into that MasterCard that Klaus Schwab had came out with, and it talks about that carbon footprint. Where it talks about if you done bought too much food, or you done drove your car too much, or you done did this, that, and the third, and what are they gonna do? They're gonna cut you off.
Bro, it's gonna get crazy. Hey, and for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, that want to integrate into this fucking system, into this fucking burning house, man, you out of your fucking mind, because guess what? You get in a system like that, you think you're gonna get treated fairly with these devils, these Edomites, man. Look, it'll be like this. Jake could get the MOTB and go into the store, and your ass wouldn't even be able to buy a fucking steak, man. You know what I'm saying? Them gonna be reserved. This is gonna be white-only steaks. You know what I'm saying? Just like in the day, back in the days, man. You only can drink from certain water fountains. You only can go into certain restaurants, man. Them niggas gonna have you on the shit list, on the shit diet list, man. While all these Edomites out here in society, man, get to go and scan and get whatever the fuck they want, man. You better believe this devil is gonna be a difference between y'all and them.
You know, if I may say too, there was a movie called The Island. The Island with what is this McEwen? Got this white dude and Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Well, basically they were supposedly being cloned in an underground facility, and the world was contaminated. You know, we'll check that movie out. But the point I want to make is, the dude, he asked for bacon and this, that, and the third, and they were like, "Nah, you know you can't have bacon. You know your blood pressure or something like that is too high." They're gonna get, it's gonna get where they want to control all that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna want to control your health. You see, because this man sets himself up to be God. You see what I'm saying?
I was just
this
about to
man,
grab that.
in his system, what he wants to do is he wants to make everybody worship him. He wants to be God. He wants everything to be in order, right? They're gonna bring order out of chaos because the world is so wicked. It's gonna destruct, and then they want to bring order, but that order is gonna be robotic. It's gonna be like worse than living in a cage. It's gonna be 1984ish. Have you seen that movie as well? You can't even think something wrong. They want cameras everywhere. You can't eat certain shit. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't go to something. You can't read certain books. Bible's gonna be banned. You ain't gonna have, you'll stop having to work at where you work. It'll put you in a factory. You know, who knows? But you know, we speaking as a man, they really want to control every facet of life, and they think that that's what's going to make the world better. Like that's off, bro. You know.
The scriptures say the spirit that's in him is not upright that's in him, man. You see, this dude is like a mad scientist. See, you got something, bro?
Yeah, just to add to that point, you're talking about the world's gonna be robotic. I had seen this on Instagram. It says the world's first robot lawyer will help a defendant fight a traffic case in court next month.
Yeah.
Wow.
Come on, man.
And they show you that in that movie Elysium.
Elysium,
He was on parole. I guess he had to be in jail or whatever like that. He had to report to his parole, so it was a robot.
Yeah. That thing was some pills.
Yeah. And then he got a ticket. He got a ticket right there when he saw the parole officer.
When you tried to argue with it. Oh,
so you know, this man, like the brother said, like, you know, he's a mad scientist, bro. This dude he just wanna control every freaking, you know, every aspect of life, man.
And that's gonna seem like a good thing, because shit's gonna go so chaotic out here that he's gonna come with this saving. Hey, come here. The economy collapsed, the dollar fell, inflation took place, but now we got a new system set up. You see? So everybody's gonna run to it, man. Unless you had taken heed to what we've been commanded not to do, man. Which is to not take it.
Still got precept? You got it,
This is Isaiah 32 and verse 7, backing up the brother Kassad, man. You know, the Heavenly Father says not even a leaf falls without him sanctioning it. So that's how the so-called white man wants to be, man. Everything that takes place, you gotta go to him for permission, basically, man. That's why his nickname is Big Brother, you know? It's Isaiah 32 and 7. It says, the instruments of the cruel are evil. All right, and they have all type of instruments his brother going into, man. It says he devises wicked devices to destroy the poor, right? And one of his devices with that, his like the iCloud wallet, basically, an Apple wallet or whatever, Amazon wallet. When you go into the store, he counts the money in your wallet. So if you walk into the store with no money, he already says, hey, you're not even supposed to be here. He might close those doors on you, man. Hey, right? So he has. It says. He devises wicked devices, man. He in your pocket, man. He in your pockets, bro. That's another device. He says to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak right. So even when the needy speak right, now to us, we're the needy. We need salvation. We speak right. He even looks to destroy that. You know, we're coming out speaking against the MOTB. He's making that. He's deeming that as we're doing something bad. Right. So he's all around wicked, man.
Indeed. Want to go back in?
If we can get this scripture real quick, and then we'll go back into the article. Because basically, a lot of you people are going to ultimately trust this devil, like the brother was saying. When all chaos breaks loose, when you people don't have no hope, you don't have any basic skills. You barely know how to use your 2 feet. So the first thing you're going to do is just fall into the arms of Esau when he has them open, man. Right. You see, but whereas the Lord said, the scripture say, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of that time. So we're gonna know exactly what to do, because these scriptures you know, like the Lord, like the brother Gabar said, the Lord's been conditioning us, man. Getting these scriptures on our mind as much as possible, so on the day to come, we can apply the things we learn and make it, man.
This is Isaiah 36:6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh's king of Egypt to all that trust in him.
That's it, man. You see, right now, you know, in that time too, especially, you know, you're gonna be leaning on Esau for that support, because that's really what that staff goes into, for support. But it's gonna come a point in time where it's gonna pierce you right through. You see, because his mentality never was to help you, man, in the first place. You know, like it says, though he speaks sweetly with his lips, he imagined in his heart how to overthrow you into a pit. As he's hugging you, he's thinking of all different ways he can overthrow you, man. You see? So that, you gotta go.
They say the scriptures also go into never trust thy enemy, and it was Ecclesiasticus, which goes right back into what the brother was saying.
That's it, never trust thine enemy, man. You got it, Barzal.
God, so going back into the article, the next point, it says, food riots across many cities and countries as fear and famine take hold. Says more food destruction due to sabotage of food facilities and transportation infrastructure. Then the last point, it says ramped up.
If I may say too, so like there's been a lot of chicken farms and whatnot, like meat packing processing plants to water that were getting destroyed. Man, who do you think was doing that? You see,
because you could have all the cows in the world, man, but if you don't have a way to kill them and package them and distribute that meat, then what's the purpose of it? You know, that's what Esau's destroying right now too, the infrastructure of these supply chains, man. You know, where a lot of these supply chains are overloaded. And that's why you had that situation out there in the port of LA, where you had all these ships. You know, all this, you know, basically was orchestrated to bring down this economy, man. To you know, usher in what that article is going into. You know, a draconian, you know, society where Esau knows every fucking move that you do.
It says, last point, it says ramped up geoengineering efforts to destroy crops through man-made droughts, floods, and storms.
See, and that's what Esau does, because then the Lord ultimately gave him that power. You see, like, you know, to have the heart machines and things of that nature that ultimately can make it snow, can make it rain. And I believe there was a video where Edomite was saying, oh, NASA's playing God. You see, that's exactly what they're doing. They think that just because they have this power, they're going to be able to, you know, accomplish their whole, you know, their whole enterprise, man. You see, but it's going to fail miserably, you know, no matter what they do.
But they just had a tropical storm that just slammed into California, Northern California, man. It's like some rare shit, man, the way that shit hit, the way, you know, the way it did. But yeah, and then you had that Arctic blast that passed through the U.S. and tore up the East Coast. So yeah, man, you never know. Esau could be behind some of these things, man. But this article is going in. He's going into the prophecy as the scriptures say, basically, man. This goes directly with what's written in the scriptures. 15. You got something?
I got one.
Can you get it?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 37 and 7. It says, rest in Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. You know, and you know, like we've been going into, you know, they could really be burning down these these food processing plants, these orchestrating this man-made famine, like on the West Coast, where the ships were not being able to unload. You know, the scandemic. We know it's coming out now that there's blood clots in the veins for those who took the hokey pokey. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, hey, let us fret not. You know what I'm saying? Because you see these things and you know, you be like, damn, how these motherfuckers do it? But it's because the Lord has set them up on the left-hand side, okay, to really be like a police. You know, they want to bring a police state. Well, y'all, you know, that's your job. You know, your job is to, you know, to set this place up as a prison planet. You see what I'm saying? But only to be destroyed by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai in the end.
Sure. Hey, if I may say one thing, bro, that's what the scriptures say. He that increases in knowledge increases in sorrow, man. Because now knowing all this, that the things that Esau does, man, you know, especially with the whole medical industry, the whole scam that the brother just mentioned, man. It's like, damn, who's really ruling the earth, man? And it makes you, the Lord's really giving us the insights of what he's doing through the left-hand side, man. You know, that's what the scriptures say, that the Lord revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. These are part of the secrets, man. You know, understanding what Esau's fucking doing, man.
It also came out too about this dude, man, who collapsed on the football field. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they're saying that that's staged. You know, a lot of these mass shootings have been as well. You know, you got to be careful too, because they're clipping channels for even saying that.
It's a psyop.
You know, everything's a psyop, man. You know, but like the brother said, hey, all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that you know, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. You know, we're not. You know, he's not pulling a fast one over us. We can actually see, you know, the agenda that is being played out right before our eyes. You know? Even to the end of their system. When you really look at what they're trying to do, it's not going to be worth living. It really is not. It's not going to be worth living in their system. It's literally going to be, you know what? If I got to live like this, you might as well just off me, because this ain't no way of life. Because Esau, he's void of spirit. You know, he's soulless. So he want a system where you're just a damn robot. You know what I'm saying? Who want to live like that, man? You know?
Well, they had said they want a nation of workers and not thinkers.
Yeah, yep.
That's what they want, man. And that's why they give you so much entertainment. You see, so you can say distracted, you know, and really distracted from Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, from his truth, man. You know? That's, you know, and the brothers, you know, basically saying, you know, like, we can see all these things. We can see right through Esau, you know, his plans. The Lord says he has anointed our eyes with eye salve, man. You see? So, you know, we got spiritual glasses, so to speak, to be able to see everything for as it really is. See, and that's why seeing these times that are coming, like I said, the prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. You know?
Hey, brother, there's been so many agendas, so many programs that Esau has deployed to get us into the condition that we're in right now, man. You know, the effeminization of men. Hey, never in history, man, has men been as weak as they are at this period of time, man, and it all goes into the food that he gives us. You know, so it's been, hey, Esau been planning this shit for many years, man, because he understood that he couldn't do what he's doing right now with the previous generations, man. They would have fucking kicked his ass out of, you know, power and shit, man. So he knew that it was a gradual period of time that he had to deploy all this that he's doing right now, man. You know, that's what we always say. He has made a full search of iniquity, man. You know, because he knew he had to make men weaker so he could do what he's doing right now, where men don't even stand up to say shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the time that we're in. You know, where men are very docile, man. And that's why there's all these movements of these, you know, Andrew Tates and things of that nature, because they're speaking on things that are very relevant to what men are, man. You see, men aren't really men no more. You know, so that's just a little check mark into what he did to accomplish this agenda, man. That was part of the agenda. You know, weaken the man, we destroy the family, the nuclear family, or the atomic family, I think it's what it's called, where you have the man, the father, the mother, the children. He destroyed them, man. You know, because he is the devil that the Bible speaks about.
Yeah. You see, and it was thief's mentality was to steal, kill, and destroy. That's on all levels, man. You see, but the brother's making the point how a lot of men are effeminate right now, man. And you know what I'm saying? It's, hey, those men of the times that come, they're gonna be screaming louder than their women next to them, man.
Jeremiah 30:7. Ask ye now, it's like ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
You see, that's going to be a man in those days, man. You know, screaming and crying, and really, you know what I'm saying, there's no going to be no way out of that, man. Because like the brother was saying earlier, you know, this truth has been, you know, brought to your attention, but let's say you turn away the shoulder, man. You see, you got it, bro. I got one. You got one super side. Come get this and I got you. Side.
Going into Jeremiah 30:7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Brother getting poetic.
Hey, what's up?
Love it.
See? Hey, that's all, man.
Come, this is the book of Micah, chapter 2, going back to these devils and their plan. This is woe to them that devise iniquity. That's
Hey, I said that brother should do just a whole video, just the Bible.
Just narrative.
Just do the whole thing, man.
Sick of hearing Esau try to.
Yeah, come. It says back in Micah 2, it says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it's in the power of their hands." You know, so woe, you know, destruction unto you that devise iniquity. You know, because you know, you devils, man, you can't go to sleep until you cause somebody to fall. You know, going back to what the statement he had made, they've been doing this for a long time. They've been doing this for a very long time. You see, they have, since they have been destroyed, they have wanted to come back into power. You see what I'm saying? The Lord threw them down, but they said, "What? We shall rebuild." You know, and since they came back into power, that's all they've been doing is deceiving, raping, and robbing the nations. You know, taking your identity. They have assumed the identity of the Israelites. You see, so woe unto you that devise iniquity. Just because it's in the power of your hand, you can't wait to do it every day. Every day you wake up, the pinky in the brain spirit. You know, we always say that. The pinky in the brain. You know, what we gonna do today? They trying to take over the world, man.
Was that new one, the Despicable Me?
Oh, yeah.
That's what he is, right?
Yeah, Group.
Just thinking about what's the next evil thing to do, man.
Hey, well, check it. When you turn on that movie, it says Illuminati Entertainment.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
It says
right.
Illumination in Entertainment or Enterprise, something like that. But it says, but obviously they hide it in Illumination. So it's basically Illuminati, right? Entertainment or whatever the case, you know. And the movie's about a dude, an evil villain. Like, come on, they showing this to the kids.
Yeah, bro. And you gotta check this man's track record, man. This man would never change, man. This man would never change. And if you think about it, when you think about Esau Edom, the so-called white man, let's say that and we know through the scriptures that as soon as this devil go to fill his belly, that the Lord is gonna disappoint him, man. He's gonna disappoint him while he's eating. But let's say he was able to fulfill his enterprise. Let's say this devil had control of the whole world, exactly where he wanted it. This motherfucker would be looking for what's next after that. Like, he would still not be satisfied, man. And then you people wanna go along with this man's agenda. You literally want to give yourself up to this man instead of getting with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? That's going to destroy and put this man down and set up a righteous kingdom and a righteous rulership. Okay, where you'll actually be able to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a warped fucking mentality for you to even consider this man. Like, this is the same man that I was reading this meme where this dude was talking about how this devil there was a disease, and this devil had the cure for like 40 plus years, just sitting on the shelf while he was allowing people to die, to suffer, to experiment with these different treatments, while this motherfucker had the cure for the shit in his pocket the whole time. This is the type of ruler we talking about, man. This is the type of ruler that's trying to set up this system where he's omnipotent like Yahweh Shemi Hawashai, and he's in full control, man. And then you niggas is gonna be, you know, marching to go and get with this man. Like, you out of your fucking mind. This is the same man that have a cure in his pocket and sit there and watch you die, man.
Hey, well, look at this. Look at that. If you've seen that one, that documentary, you can find it on what's Odyssey.